Good morning, everyone. We'll be getting started in a moment. Could everyone take a seat? Ms. Willie be seated? No, you're. Thank you.
Okay, last call for everyone. There's just some more seats to fill in. We'll get started in just a minute. So feel free to find an empty seat and a new friend. It is a beautiful day to stand outside the tent as well, I will admit. Yep. All right, well, why don't we go ahead and get started? Good morning, everyone. I want to thank everyone for being here I'm Robert Kramer. I'm the Executive Director of Transit for the City of Detroit and also the Board Chair of the Detroit Transportation Corporation, which owns and operates the People Mover. It is an exciting time for mobility. For the People Mover, that means movement in every sense of the word. Our mission and promise are to connect passengers to the entire Central Business District, the downtown neighborhood, and to do so with comfort, consistency, and ease. We're transporting more riders now than we have in years, over 1 million and counting, thanks in large part to our free fare program and our strong partnerships with the city and the community. I'd like to acknowledge some of the great folks who are here today, and I'm definitely not going to cover everyone, and I know we've got some other acknowledgments that will come later, but Corey Wofford is here from the RTA, Carol Kane from Michigan Matters, among other hats she wears, Lloyd Jackson from WJR, and Beverly Watts, who's the president of Compto, Michigan as well. And again, apologies if I missed any of our great partners, but a great turnout, so much appreciate everyone's support on this beautiful summer day. This station, which is behind us here, may look familiar. It formerly delivered fans to and from the hulking and windowless Joe Louis Arena. You can see we still got the color scheme from that. It's now helping to transform this vibrant and emerging district. It is amazing to point to Riverfront Towers, Residences Water Square, and so many new neighbors and partners who are redefining what it means to live downtown. The progress of this area, from Wayne County Community College District campus improvements over the horizon there, the rapidly developing Ralph C. Wilson Centennial Park, just the last few weeks, the progress there has been amazing. And back to currently under construction, the 2nd Avenue extension, which is a couple buildings behind us here in between us and the convention center, alongside our new hotel, which is connected, first hotel to connect directly to the convention center. That's a big deal. It all means we have evolved from a place people pass through to one where people live, work, play, and stay. Today we're celebrating more than just one station. This renaming is a symbol of how transit connects us with opportunity and growth. We're proud to be a part of the changing landscape, highlighted by the upcoming Community Benefits Project. You can expect to see an updated station exterior right here by the end of 2026, an upgrade that will further complement new public spaces, increased activity, and mobility choices that are accessible to everyone. As part of this growth, the Sterling Group continues to be instrumental in the area's progress, and please join me in welcoming its founder, Mr. Gary Torgo.
Thank you so much, Robert. We are extremely thankful and grateful to be here today. The Detroit People Mover opened in 1987, and since then it has been available in a remarkable way through the downtown corridor with 13 convenient stations linking the Q Line Smart Bus to make our city's attractions more accessible to everyone. When the People Mover opened, the fare was 50 cents. And today the fare is free to every rider in the community and beyond, and it has made it accessible. Yes, it's worthy of a round of applause. I understand that last year over 1 million people rode the Detroit People Mover. It's a tribute to Robert and his terrific team that it has not only maintained its usefulness and its advantage for Detroit, but it has grown in importance. Today, the renaming of this station from the Joe Louis Arena Station to West Riverfront and now to the Water Square Station only reflects the continued growth and development of the city under the stewardship of our amazing mayor, Mike Duggan, and our City Council President, Mary Sheffield. We owe a tremendous debt of gratitude today to Claude Molinari, Justice Viviano, Alexis Wiley, Rick Pruce, and Jeff Aboud for their incredible leadership at the Regional Convention Authority, for having the vision, along with the mayor of Detroit, to open 2nd Avenue all the way to the riverfront, and the great vision they have for this entire region and this entire area. As the Joe Louis Arena was demolished, we remember the day, and the Little Caesars Arena, where our Red Wings and Pistons have now found a great home. The city's vision to transform this area from a hockey arena, exactly as Robert described it, to a vibrant, energetic, and thriving community in the heart of Detroit's West Riverfront only confirms that Detroit is one of the great cities in America. The creation and opening of the Water Square Residence, a 25-story glass That's the hotel getting built. You can hear the hotel. That's another floor going up. Let's hear it for the hotel. The creation and opening of the Water Square Residence. It's a 25-story glass residential tower right here in the soon-to-be opening 600-room JW Marriott Hotel, attached to the Convention Center, the Huntington Center, both designed with world-class architecture and amenities, now reflects the spirit of Detroit's resurgence. Today, it's more than a name that we're changing. It's a marker of progress, partnership, and possibility. Water Square Station is now a gateway to the new Detroit, and our company, the Sterling Group, is honored to be a part of that journey. I want to offer tremendous thanks to the Mayor of Detroit. When the city was going through bankruptcy, this property was given away during that bankruptcy, and we never knew what was going to happen to it. And the mayor's vision to create residential, retail, hotels, and so much more on this vibrant, really gorgeous corner, and then opening up 2nd Avenue is going to transform everything that we see. It's my great pleasure to thank Mayor Duggan for his incredible work and to introduce him for comments. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, well, thank you to Gary Torgo, the Torgo family, and the Sterling Group for the $500,000 contribution to put a facelift on this station and make it fit in with this community. This is a big day, and I've lived through the transitions of the People Mover. The People Mover was originally being built by SEMTA, which became SMART, and it was going to connect the subway running down Woodward to distribute people through downtown. And in typical federal government fashion, the money for the subway never came through. SMART went broke, and Coleman Young had to step in and take it over and finish a project because it was 2/3 done. But it never made sense as a standalone. If you were here in the 80s and 90s during the week, the only people riding the People Mover were basically couriers taking papers from office building to office building through the businesses downtown. As email came along, there was no reason for any couriers, and it was by and large empty during the day. You'd see traffic during the conventions or to come to a Red Wings hockey game. But other than that, there wasn't much there. And by the time I got elected, the People Mover was running around above downtown largely empty, and this site, Kevin Orr, had turned over to a bond company who had no plans for development. And we seriously looked at shutting the People Mover down. We probably would have, were it not for the fact we would have had to repay the federal government about $100 million. And coming out of bankruptcy, I didn't know how we were going to do that. But we started to look at the patterns that emerged. And with the new residential construction over at Grand Circus Park and in Greektown, people who live down here started riding the People Mover. With all of the entertainment and the restaurants, we started seeing activity nights and weekends, and we started to say, what if we think about the People Mover very differently than they envisioned it in the 1970s? What if it were a permanent part of a vibrant downtown neighborhood that supported entertainment and housing? And when the Sterling Group took over this property from Fidget and built the magnificent Water Square apartment, we had a community benefits process, community benefits committee. And one of the things they asked for was for Water Square to put $500,000 into this site to activate it again. And Gary may not be happy about this, but I'm going to predict to you by next summer, this is not going to be thought of as the Water Square Station. It's going to be thought of as the Ralph Wilson Park Station, because you're going to be able to walk just a few blocks down the street to the most spectacular park in the city. Think about this. You can live in Greektown. You could live at Water Square. You could live at the Whitney. You can live in a lot of places, and ultimately, you're going to be able to live at the Hudson site or the Renaissance Center and be able to be connected to all of the entertainment and all of the waterfront park. And so I want to congratulate Robert Kramer. So a few years ago, I recruited him to take over, and I said, I'm bringing you to build and not shut down. He has put $10 million into the People Mover track just in the last 2 years, refurbished all of the stations with modern technology. He got priority waste to make donations so we could make the People Mover free. People have to figure out where I have to get my coins from and how do I use that token machine, and then put $5 million into rebuilding the track to make it safe. We are making a major long-term investment in the People Mover. We are right now seeing more than 100,000 riders a month. I never thought I would see that. And it's steadily growing as the residential and entertainment boom downtown continues. So today is another step along that. We're going to have a beautiful Water Square People Mover station here that I think people are going to enjoy for years to come. So thank you for everybody involved. And with that, I'll turn it back over to our leader, Robert Kramer.
Thank you, Mayor Duggan and Mr. Torgo. Really appreciate all that it took to get us to this point, and really looking forward to the year ahead as well. So before I end this morning, I have one more surprise. We're pleased to share that the community will now hear a brand new voice of the People Mover. Starting today, there's a little spoiler in the people I acknowledged earlier today, but starting today, all the onboard audio announcements as well as station platform callouts are being delivered by legendary AM 760 JR Morning co-host Lloyd Jackson, who is here. Lloyd extends his commitment and love for Detroit to the People Mover, and we're so appreciative of his exceptional talents. So thank you, Lloyd. So whether you're a long-time Detroiter or brand new to the area, know that the People Mover is here for you every day, every station, and always free. In the coming months, the People Mover is kicking off a system plan to study future improvements, small and large. We're going to look for a lot of community input, but also from our key stakeholders and partners on that. And we'll be thinking and talking about a lot of the things mentioned this morning is how can we continue to support the development of the greater residential neighborhood that really is developing and coalescing around, in and around downtown. Together, we're building more than transit, but connections, access, and opportunities one ride at a time. And that begins now. So please join us, for the reveal of the station's new name. So we're going to, in an organized fashion, stand up. You're going to walk to your right, safely around the tent. Behind here, we've got the reveal